Of all the books in the Bible that many of us draw inspiration from, we would all conclude that the Psalms, perhaps being the most prolific of them all. The Psalms are filled with incredible stories of faith and courage, perseverance. They're filled with powerful revelations about the hand of God and how God moves in the lives of his people. When you look at the final 5 Psalms, Psalm 46 through Psalm 50, what you have embarked upon are what's called the Hallel Psalms or the Hallelujah Psalms. These 5 Psalms were written when the people of God were coming out of Babylon, when they were coming from the exilic period, when the Babylonians had taken them captive and they had returned from exile. The Jews had rebuilt the city, the walls of Jerusalem, and rebuilt the temple, and they literally had reestablished their nation. And to commemorate the grace of God, the hand of God among them, they sang these songs talking about how God brought them back from the edge or brink of extinction. These psalms really declare that if you reflect upon how good God has been to you, it is impossible for you to contain it. Because anybody that's been to hell and back, they can't keep this to themselves. It's really kind of amazing how some people can sit in church and act all cute like God ain't never done nothing for them. Maybe you hadn't been through enough, but I know a few of us in here that's been through so much that we don't take nothing for granted. Somebody right now who's down to nothing and life is looking bad to you, God told me to tell you he's so great. He got the power to just step in and say, let there be. He can make stuff where stuff don't even exist. You upset because they don't have no more scholarships. He'll step in and say, let there be. And they'll say, oh, we found one. They're not hiring no more. There are no more positions. He'll step in and say, let there be. And they'll create one. Am I talking to anybody up in here today? He will say, let it be. Wait a minute. He's got that kind of power. His power is so amazing. That when I pray, I got to remember Ephesians 3 and 20 so I don't lose my mind. Now unto him who's able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all I could ask or think, according to the what? Power that what? Works in us. Wait a minute. He got creative power. He used the word to speak something out of nothing. When I'm in relationship with him, he gave me his word. He gave me his power. So guess what? The same power he had, I have the same power to speak his word, to make something where there was nothing. Oh, I wish I could preach that like I feel it up in here today.
To view this message in its entirety, please log on to MountZionAnywhere.org.